I've never used epoxy before, so I decided to go get the stuff that seems like it's minimum required, and then I'm just gonna throw together a little project and see how it goes. If you're interested in following along, what I got is my 2 epoxies, the A and B. We have measuring cups, resin tape, colors, and these are for my molds. I think these beer flights would look really cool with epoxy, and I still have that old walnut slab I want to be able to use, so I'm gonna try to make some of these and see how it goes. One of the things I saw online was to protect your work surface. So I have an old piece of particle board. I don't care if this gets ruined. So let's make the molds. The first thing I'm gonna do is the tape. I need to make sure that the resin doesn't stick to the wood. I got this Resiner's resin tape and I'm gonna try that out, but I also heard that you can just use like packing tape. So I don't know, we're gonna use this today and see how it goes. I'm not sure how I feel about the tape. It's not sticking very well, but whatever. Here's one thing too, like, I don't know, I feel like this might cause an issue with the resin, but since I don't know what I'm doing, I'm fine with that, but I'm expecting that to be somewhat of an issue. I just put together, and I was kind of right on the tape, like the outside doesn't matter. The goal is for this to be able to fit inside of here. This might work. I'm gonna caulk the inside, so don't worry. Got them both done. The reason I made 2 is because I want to practice one and an actual one. And while I was putting this one together, I cracked it, so this is gonna be a practice one. And I'm just gonna put some wood in here and cover it with epoxy and see what happens. Turns out I don't have caulk. So I'm gonna duct tape the outside and see if that works. I genuinely don't know if this is a good idea or not, but the whole point of this video is to find out. So, okay, my thought process is this is the throwaway one. I don't care what happens to this. I just want to make sure I can figure out how to use it. So I got some scrap. I'm gonna lay it on the inside and then we'll come back to the epoxy. Something simple, just like this. I'm not gonna overthink this. This is a 1-to-1 mix. I'm gonna fill this up and we're gonna go from there. And the test color I've chosen is creamy pink. All right, we're going 4 cups. So I'm gonna do 2 cups A, 2 cups B, stir for like a minute. Whoa, it's thick. Okay, we might be all right with the mold. We might be all right. I was worried it was gonna be really thin. Two cups. Now 2 cups of this. For those that need a little bit of help, what I did was the first cup, I went to 2 cups, and now I'm going to 4 cups, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, now we stir. Jesus Christ, that's thick. I wasn't really expecting it to be that thick. Oh no. This wasn't the best stir stick. I mean, I cleaned this off for the project. Oh my gosh, what is this? Whoa, oh my gosh. I should have done way less to start. All right, my understanding is you put in as much as you want the color. So I'm gonna start small and then build up from there. Okay, it's starting, I almost just dumped that out to show you. It's starting to look pretty cool. But I'm definitely adding a stir thing to my wish list. You know, I just remembered, one of the big things was bubbles, and I'm pretty sure I'm adding so many bubbles to this, and I'm probably pissing a lot of people off, so my bad. I'm pretty sure I did a really bad job mixing this, but like I said, this is the test one, and I'm over it, so we're just gonna pour it in and see what happens. Okay, I mean, well, let's do a quick duct tape check. If anyone was watching me do the duct tape and you're getting mad and you're like, no, you're so stupid. It's in the mold. It is completely in the mold. This was the broken one too. Yeah, you can't see it because of the duct tape. Fix 2 things in one. This one was not a good mold. It is holding, so lesson learned there. Everything works as a mold. Okay, so I see people use fire to get rid of bubbles. Let's see what happens. Is this supposed to catch on fire? Oh, it's satisfying. Whoa, I like it. Oh, we're gonna see that tape in action. Tape melted. I'm doing something wrong. But also something right, because this is sick. Let's do the real one now. I'm confident. I knew it. I got one of these because I was doing concrete one time and I never used it. Yes. I also filled this bucket up with water so I can clean it off after. Okay, I got some chunks from the walnut slab and I'm gonna cut them up. Let's cut. I do want this wood to be a little more exposed, so I'm gonna be a little more careful with this one. That's why I did the test one. I felt out a couple things. So let's implement what we learned. I'm thinking a nice Maya blue will do the trick. We had a cup left over on the last one, so I'm gonna do a cup and a half for each instead of 2 cups. Okay, let's get a scoop of blue. There might have been a lot. I don't know how much color to use, obviously. All right. Oh, geez. That's so much nicer. Hold on to it. All right, that's poured in. I'm glad I used the particle board because I definitely made a little bit of a mess. Let's see how it turns out. I guess we gotta wait a day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. 24-hour update. They're all pretty solid. I'm just gonna take these apart and then let's see what happens. The duct tape was a good call because it definitely seeped through a little bit here, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say I can't reuse these ones. I might be able to reuse some of these bolts. Whoa! That's better than I thought. I made a lot of mistakes, right? I made a lot of mistakes. This is kind of cool. Oh, this one came right off. I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't that bad to get them out of the molds. It felt like it was going to be at first, but all you gotta do is hit a couple times and they pop right out. I do have some bubbles in here. I'm gonna guess part of the reason is because I didn't glue this down and it just didn't have enough time to escape from there, but I bet you if I pushed it all the way down, I wouldn't have that. I think the next step is to get this into a clean plank and then I can just form it into a beer flight, so I'm just gonna do it. This is what I was looking for. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more and then we'll turn it into a flight. So I want the wood facing side to be the top. So what I'm gonna do is slap I know there's a little imperfection right here, but I think that should be fine because I'll just make this the handle side. All right, the plan for this is gonna be the handle going up into the flight with this being the front facing. So let me get the template on. Step 1, the flush cut. To be honest with you, I'm surprised this thing is holding together, but let's get these holes flushed out. It's starting to come together pretty well, honestly. The last step is to round it over and then we'll do all the sanding and everything. Okay, sanding. Here's what we're doing. I'm gonna use this Danish oil. We're gonna get all the walnut in here and then I'm gonna let it sit for 24 hours, come through with some glossy lacquer, and then let's just see what happens, because I don't know. Also, this might be weird, but how do you guys shake things? I like fling it out and stop it, but I just kind of keep that going. I feel like it works really well, but I don't know. I'm excited. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. All right, I got the oil on, so I'm gonna let this sit for another day, and I'm gonna come through with the lacquer, and let's just see how it turns out. Day 3, which means it's time for some lacquer. I'm really excited about this. This is my first time ever using epoxy, and it's coming together pretty well, so I'm gonna give myself that. This turned out so much better than I thought it was going to, and this was literally just thrown together. I mean, like, looking at it, I don't think I would guess that I just took a couple pieces of walnut that I had laying around, put them in a cheap, poorly thrown together mold, and then I got this out of it. So I'm excited to see what else I can do with this. Some lessons learned along the way. Make sure you glue your wood down to the bottom before you pour your epoxy in, because it really floats to the top. Make sure when you're sanding, you do a good job. You can see where I messed up in a couple spots in here, which I'm fine with because it's a practice piece, but I'm gonna be fixing that in the future. Final thing I learned was just to be patient. The epoxy takes time. The one thing I kept seeing people say was, what's the best way to get rid of bubbles? Wait. And so I'm starting to understand that now. With all that being said, 10 out of 10, do it again. Feel free to follow along my journey in the shop. And if you wanna let me know some things you wanna see, let me know. I wanna try things out. Thanks for watching. Usable, and I can't wait to see it.